Hello friends, many people say education is the most powerful weapon. Education is the most powerful weapon. It is right. But I say no. No. Education is not powerful weapon. Thinking is the powerful weapon. Thinking. Thinking means I say that thinking is the powerful things in this world. But we say education is the most powerful weapon. Yes, it is also true for some people. True for some people, education is the most powerful weapon, but I say education is not most powerful weapon. Thinking is the most powerful weapon in this world. Good morning. I hope all well. And I always say Mokadish education. Mokadish education always will give you new thoughts and idea. How do you develop your thinking skills and idea? Lots of people they know. Lots of people they know education is the most powerful weapon. Today I will discuss this education about this education. Because of that, I have come in this place. I have come in this place at 6 o'clock every day for practice English. These words I will say again. I have been coming. I have been coming in this place. I have been coming in this place. I have been coming in this place at 6 o'clock for practice English. For practice English, I have been coming here. So like this, as now we know this. Why I say these words? Education is the most powerful weapon. But what? And I say that thinking is powerful weapon. So some few birds are waiting for I come when I'll give them biscuit, and they are also waiting. Very nice. So many few birds. Which place I give them? Which place? In which place I every day, and which place I give them biscuits. They are also waiting now here. So now giving after giving the biscuits, then I will start again my video. And education is most powerful weapon. Just to remember these words. But why? Today I will discuss something also about many people say about this. Discuss and just start to argument with your knowledge. If you don't make some uh, argument also will be very good for learning anything. Why? You ask to yourself what is the, they are also falling to the other bus. And after seeing to me, they have to go call others birds. Oh no, come, biscuit givers come. Also you come. They are also watching me. I'm also giving to the biscuits. Because in this place, regular time, which words I said I have been coming here for 3 days, for 3 years, and I have coming here since 3 years continuously, continuously, continuously. This is my place, and every day morning I come here. Like this because this biscuit they like to do it. Another biscuit one also I try to give another biscuits and some dry rice, but they didn't take. But no, where the all the birds and okay now I say practice. Practice makes to you perfect. Perfect practice makes to you perfect person. Okay, now I'm also taking my gimbal stand. Then I will show to you how many birds are there. So there are already many birds are come. Yeah. So there's many things, many words, many sentences always work for me, and which every day I, but some few words I forget. But some of these things I don't know make puzzle me. But there are so many few birds also there. Come just I am showing to you. There few birds are coming, and two-person, two boys and girls. What they are so doing? They are so doing something because of that. The birds they are so disturbing birds eating. birds eating. Okay, and some few minutes later they will go out from this place and birds will eat. Okay, if I say something, it will be my problem. And one of the persons also said, the problem is not your problem. Your reaction is very big problem, and you don't, you never make a problem with them. So that's what I should say. Practice means, I also say this word, practice makes to you perfect, and perfect makes to you perfect person. Many people are there, And yes, that's what I said. And now, first making this video, I also say these words. Education is most powerful weapon in this world. But why I say these words? Now I will discuss these words, education, and why. Education means like that. Many people think they don't know education, but don't know, and how we can get and how can we develop our education. These are things, and education, but don't know. Education depends. Education depends on thinking depends on education. What is thinking depends on education or education depends on thinking? But I said no, education depends on thinking. Education based education, the foundation of this education is thinking. Never ever thinking like this, And many people say, "Oh, what I am saying, it is true because of that thing." And what kinds of thinking? Before people they don't know. Before they always would say to us, "Oh, why?" And thinking and education is very and complicated. Not for common people. For common people, one thing is education, and uncommon people and creative people, they always they believe in their thinking because of that. What can I do? And I cannot do. Uh, 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 I cannot do for others people. I can do myself. And when you will start to doing yourself, that means you need a most powerful thinking. Your activities, uh, uh, your activities will depends on your thinking. So that's why always I say these kinds of words. Always I come here for making no always I come from here for making practice. But some few minutes later my practice will go. But how do you do your practice? Many people also they think, oh, I'm so understanding, I'm so learning, I'm so thinking. But here is that we are all people. Before and yesterday also one of video now. In this video also said the people peacefully think when you will when you'll get peace, when you'll be peaceful, and when you will you can when you'll make a peaceful mind, when you'll make the peaceful mind, and peaceful mind when you'll make the peaceful mind, otherwise never. So now I'm so thinking that one some few days I'm so thinking that now how can I develop my speaking. I'm not satisfied with my speaking. That's why I always try to find out some new things, new idea, or some join with my words. And how can I? But my self education is not just now. I think it's now coming soon, and some days later, my speaking always will be very thinking. But some days later, thinking will go, my thinking will make some powerful things because of that which way I am so learning. But here, so yesterday, also one thing, so now I find out this is the preposition and very difficult because of that. One of the persons so said, and I studied one, so started to study it. How can I make long sentence? This is the if I say how can I and the time and place, then place is very important. Like the place and then time and then situation for reason. Everything has a reason. I so said. Then so I found one. So everything has a reason. We do nothing without reason. These are the words of this very important words. And why you are going, why you are doing, and what is the reason. If you have your ideas of right, if you have your uh, answer, if you have own your right answer, that means the right answer will give you the right direction. because in this direction you go and you do this practice. Now, so now I'm so doing because of the yesterday, so I didn't come here in this place. That's why. Like this now, I'll give you some example here. So one like this. Now I am showing to there are two women. Two women. They are so talking now. I see them. Two women are talking on the roadside uh, at now this moment, and they were talking to other people. They were waiting for other people, and they have come here for walking, morning walk. And I also said this also long. I also doing, but some of the things is not coming right way. But what things? I so one things I noticed these things when I started to speak to with my students, and then I didn't get find out because of that. I never said to them, okay, do you know this is how do we how and one is the one thing is very important things and at the right night food is very not the good for the practicing English language. Because of that we say we think that no I can develop my speaking, I can develop my thinking, I can observe all these things, but I didn't get find out this reason here. So now in the heavy body and like this fatty body in into the fat man into the fat man never can think so much long. They are thinking will go very short way, and this is very incredible thing. So there is many words also now many times also work. So that's also I have come with this walking. I regularly am so doing this practice because it is my habit. Also making my habit. I'm so setting up my habit, and this is my passion. I also said to them, me, and I always said to me, I always said to me as well, this is my passion. Because of that, if I don't learn, if I do not learn, because of that, when I was young, at that time, I never, I never didn't take good education. My situation was not good. I didn't go. I didn't have good education when I was young. But now that I think so now okay, I can think, I can learn something new, and that's why I'm so thinking. So one thing is I am doing here is that as now for my son, my daughter. One of the things is very bad things is not working. But I say my daughter and my son, they are not. They always blame to me. But some of students, they are never. Uh, they never will agree with you. They think so now I start thinking and automatically I can do my education. No, but never ever this will not make never ever this will come through now. I'm so every day like the Lord. This just never and what things you are doing and so something they got so one thing so now articulated in my mind, and I think so what is the reason what now here I'll say again these words like in the morning time. Okay, now my brain also not working. Okay, now so now for that reason, what words I have said before this video, and I try to say I try to describe these words. I explain, and in the English language, I think also now in English language three kinds of part they are also divided for these things, and so slowly I am finding out if I can understand this as well. Here so now speaking time. So normal things. So now people they are normal things, normal for the living. Speaking of living, and another thing. So now speaking of spiritual things, and speaking of material things like this also now, and sense of this, what kinds of sense, what kinds of thinking. Sometimes I also know one things I search. This is the thinking method, or some what things we are observing, what things we cannot observing, and what things are spiritual and mental body mind also say this diversity of the our sense, and because of that now there is one great things also now coming in my mind something also now, and what we are learning in this book. In this book, like this is a story. Story means now common people. For the common people, by the story we are learning the story based. Because of that, and some is letter story and material things, and this they call this story material and spiritual. This thing, this kind of story, story for living words, living words, spiritual words, material words. If I divided three kinds of the words, and then my mind, and what kinds of books now I have to read, and which type of there also one thing, I find out this, and when I would have gone to read, and now when I uh, when I haven't started to read, and now these words do not the going right away. When I had some of the powerful here, and some powerful no spiritual spiritual word, material word, material words like this also now. Here, so I am doing some missing the spiritual words, material words, spiritual, material, and common words, common people, and what things we are doing in our life. Every day I go to the here and I come back. Always the people they think, also thinking, but you know, here is always running for the other people and common things. That's why I say it is not proper education. And in the when I like this words now, and so when I started to find out, when I started to find out this preposition in this preposition time also now. I saw there are also three kinds of the things using, and like this, this is the very terrible, and that's why so erosion is what things I am so saying to now. Some letters I will say to you. This is the words of this our sensible material and common people. All of these words. But what is the reason and what you are thinking, what you are doing? I am so creating something with my paintings. That means also I need the material world. I am in material world, and some of the and material and spiritual and living three kinds of words will come in my mind. That's why very terrible situation is growing up, growing up. Terrible like this now, growing up. And I also use the preposition things as well when I like this also when I went to read, when I went to read this preposition sense, then also I find out that here in, on, and at. And these are three things also now using parity way. Three things, three words are using parity way. That's why now I'm so sad. That's why now, and the children they are so reading in this book like this. We say this some words of us, and is the our system like this which class about this I'm just saying to the 6, 7, 8 class boy they are also reading, but some of the people there's no history we know this, and language means common people, and history means also something what things you don't know in our about our past, and geography means also our environmental things we are also learning, and another things is that for physical and social and mathematics also now. These are mathematics and science means also now material world. Science means material world, and in the joint of this thinking, the in science. Like if I say to you these kinds of words, how do you understand this? How do you say these kinds of words when the sense of the coming words in your mind? But I always try to find out some problems, and or things, obstacles, and why I cannot think properly. That's why I always try to find out that this kind of very important for me. And if I do not learn this, if I do not find out that these are words, uncommon words, never ever I can say my words because of that. Some reason so hidden behind these words, behind the situation. But common people, I think, that's what said these words, and everything has a reason. We don't know things without reason. And in the difficult days, people always they take their action. They also show their internal force. They And now, how does that from many types of the words will come to my mind. Now, you sit on my head of me, and you just try to find. So now, three kinds of book also I am reading here. So, and see three kinds of words are everywhere. But which are words is important. Like this is a place. We are and how can I say, how can I commit to, and some of the in this world some of these things are now and hard and soft in our body also now, some of the bone, like if you say this bone and blood, like there are some liquid things, and liquid those are five elements, and if I divided these five elements of the earth, like this are now water, air, so looking now I'm also finding out the water, space, air, water, space, air, fire, fire, and space, water, air, and space. Also, not something and similar. These words are like this. I'm so thinking that these five elements also in our body also God also has given. Uh, we are made by these five elements, and we also say see. See means also now something what things I'm observing is the right now point now, and before like this year for the year I said, and how do you and the fire like this mouth and nose, no, I'm not satisfied with this answer. But thinking around how many types of thinking, always we are thinking this is my answer will be, and how can I get my answer, and this is very terrible things. One of the lady also every day come here for catching fish. Now I also show to you, and yeah, so now as you can see, and why this is their house, and in our housewife, they also never think that in the morning time they never will go to catching fish. But yeah, so something always we can think, and they are so doing their work. I am so doing my work. But no, here is not that, and something I have to guess, something I have to guess these words, and then after I think also now some story is coming. It is now working in my mindset because if I do not think that after going to my home, I have to divide this around hard things, hard, some of the soft, soft, and how many similar words. That's why it's a similar place. You can say like this. Verb noun. It is not the meaning of this our life, and in verb something like that. Noun also everywhere. We also can think these are our words. I'm so getting so I'm so learning another way. I'm so using some technical things. That's why I have to find out. And many days ago, so now for things I also said to one of the one words to other students now, and what is the matter? Matter is that now, and which kind of the book. And I also learning from this storybooks, and I saw before I thought and thought, but and now today totally I am understanding this is another way, another method. But you know, I'm also setting in my mindset. Maybe also when I started reading and learning this, you know, I still don't transform. Transform means also speaking. But you know, after reading, but you know, one thing I observed yesterday, like this at in on at, but you know, in the time of in the time on the birthday party, like this, you know, how can you remember these types of words very very, and at the place, or in the place at the corner, at the corner of this road now, what is the meaning so now, and the when you use this how this now when I start to read, and so now I find out this one thing. So now how can I long this sentence, but you know, if you don't know preposition, if you don't know corrective preposition, you never can use, because of that your mind will be doubtful. With this doubtful, you never can say these words and perfectly never comes to your words. Because of that, now I'm so thinking that okay, this of the words is very very important for me, and here there's so many things that are coming, and my mindset of I'm so doing, I'm so kidding. There's the one that is very very interesting things now. This is the true, and two things are now I'm sort of searching and find out this is the true one of this common living words, and spiritual words, and material words. Material means, you know, we are living, like the why we are living, we eating, we sleeping. These are all things are living. but spiritual, and somebody are they are so making these kinds of the product in our house. And another thing is, someone can do like this also. Now someone want to create, someone wants to create something that's that time he needs some of the words, and the spiritual words, because I want to create something new, and that time I don't know which types of the word you need, and mental and spiritual, and that time also now you need not to learn. Because of that, I'm so finding out one of the things is three kinds of sense we are we have to cross three kinds of sense because of, and if you don't live, and now I'm so living in this place, and what is the matter of this? Well, every time I go to my home, when I sit my near of spending that time, which are words that come to my mindset. These are spiritual things wrong. I'm so creating by the somebody can say something you are observing, and by the observing also now these the material things are wrong by the spiritual, and the spiritual and by common these material things, and art is not the common people things. Art is not common people things only, the but by the art your direction, by the art by the art your direction will be strong because of that what and which way the art gives us direction, art gives us direction, and art makes us our strongness mental strongness. Art help us by the artwork we can develop our mindset because of this. And this is the spiritual and mental study, you can develop your mindset because of that. If you don't understand my words, if you don't understand, if you don't think what I'm saying, what the why the other people say, but in our surrounding life many people are there, but they are so creating, they are so never the things, I want to be like a person, and what is the reason? Because of that, and they don't know about this art also. They have come, they are so believing in their self for living and dying, and they are believing, they are so believing I am so living with my luxury life. I'm so they are so all times believing with their life, like they never can think that others people what they are so doing, they are so thinking, they never think nothing is wrong, and they always think that no, how can I build up by the sum of the negative and positive way, and because of they never feel this for other people, and they never are going through on themselves because they are living for them. But we are artists, and what can I what can I say? These are very, very dangerous things. People will say now we are our artwork is like that, not the others will and common people. They never believe this our artwork. That's why I said they always go to in their face, and they always stay. They always wanted to stay in their life. There's some things I'm so living better than them. That's why they're so they will have like this rule to others people. How do you believe to me? You have to believe me, and if you don't believe to me, and I will give you some, and I will give you some punishment to you. There's you have to respect to me because I am very successful person, and I am so very serious person. You have to follow me and what I am saying. And these rules will come to your minds who work and regularly, and they will do like this. It is a very, very true thing. I'm saying that here there some of the words already just now I have found some of the three things in our world. Like these three things is very, very important for living life, and living was now. I'm saying just to understand from my words, and if somebody can say like this, which type of the words we are saying, which type of the words we are using, and how you'll say this type of the words now, and why. Like this now, some of the common people they never think that they want to do. Like this, some of the another person, so Warren Buffett, his speaking style will be like that. He always all time he try to create something new, and I think also I also want to be like him. I also want to be like a creator. That's what I know, and I also doing. And yesterday I said to one of my friends, you sit here, I'm so saying to you like that, you understand my words and what you never get to find out this anywhere from like me. like me, you never get friends with me. Because I always try to find, and like me, some of the persons who are here are there, but you know, I never get to find out any there another where. Mm, mm, anywhere, I never get offended. But one thing is very, very difficult. Simple things. After going through my home, then I forget everything. Which are words I learned, which are words I want to say. These types of words regularly I want to say. And but after going through home, all of this my words go out from my mind. I couldn't think that that's like this now. And here's so many the negative words all times work in my mind. Because of the what is the reason now I'm so taken through my breath as well. But now by the some of the alcohol and some more smoking or it is not that good for health in this place. I come regularly now as a sense is this is the 1 kilometer milestone. Also now I'll say again these words what kinds of words regularly what kinds of words important words and how do you define and find how do you find out like this now. I saw I need some of the words, but many people that's also say education is not the powerful weapon. Education is not powerful weapon. But I said thinking is the most powerful weapon because of what you are thinking, what you are thinking, and like I am so thinking and why. And what is the reason? Some of the thinking, feeling, and observing some of the feelings. Feelings is everything, and thinking also now depends on this feeling. But now I can feel so some of the new idea. Some people now I will give you some example. Like this, some people if another one, some people want people so if they give to the heart, and if one person they get something so negative with you. And if you another person they do some negative things with you and how and that time and what will be your reaction and how you will give the answer and what will be your reason. These also now depend on your things and my things. And like today also now it is the 6:30 at our time it is the 6:30 o'clock. And now some students will come to my home. Then so I also thought it before coming here. So now some of the now today also now I'm so getting find out some of the words like this specific something also now in the our world things. So now I'm so giving some example because of that how like this also some of the stone you look at him as a use at the place and the place means and also now and human being human mind and some of the few words also now I'm so getting understand also now here that and spiritual things material things and spiritual material and living spiritual materials also now we have to believe this our spiritual understanding and material understanding of some of the by the product we are so developing our living style. We can get some comfortable with our material things in our surrounding life. So many materials around inventing always, but by the material by the material, so we can get lots of help from the material things. But here so now after getting some material things and when you want to do something create these are very terrible things. We didn't get because of the now also learning English. I want to be an artist, but I have observed this way. But what is the reason? My confidence is not the my confidence is very low. My confidence was very low, and that's why I started learning this language, English language. So that now I can explain better or Bengali language. So today I'm feeling this type of was now coming to my mind, and what is the reason, what I am thinking, and what I have to do. And if I say these are words in Bengali, it would be it won't be listen to good. It won't be listen to good because of that time. And that's also now I started listening and understanding this language. But if I do not learn this language, nothing will come. Then also I also I started to give shortest times in my artwork, but now I also try to do and develop. I try to develop in my so English. That's also I have come. And also making video. I sort of would go to that when I settled there and this type of words. But by the English, only one of the persons was said this was very interesting words was said. This word is like this: you don't get, or you don't find, you never. Uh, you don't make art, you don't make sentence, you find it, you find it, and why you find it like this, which person will buy. So now I'm so thinking, I'm so understanding so many artists also now. If I say the wrong, we are all people, so we like to do want to be like this Picasso, but if I said wrong, why not you say Picasso is my great artist and Leonardo is in the poem, but you want to be an artist, and what is the reason? But and if you don't understand the Picasso, why is Picasso thinking, and you never can. But I believe that by the thinking, and my thinking is that going on, so my thinking, and I also so individual thinking is very very powerful things. What I want to be, and like this, what things I want to. This is my work style. I have some unique styles. So now I'm doing. I also did this my unique painting styles. That's why I say some people say so get registered in the art center. Oh, this is not my art center. No, you also can feel that. But and for the reason is after going to the home, my mindset will go to down because of that. And now I'm so very very motivated now this time. I'm so very very motivated this time. So so many words also coming. I can think very properly. That's now, and this the things is very very important now. I find out this place as now, and slowly it is developing on the development like this some of the power. And here so now we say this power adjective and have power adjective noun pronoun adjective power adverb. They are so now I said now they are so now given some of the information by the information we are learning. But here is not the finish. Here is another secret is also hidden behind this education. Behind this education, something is hidden. But if I say spiritual time, spiritual things and material things, and which are words and what will be, what will say, these are like those now. Some of the words, if I say your manifestation, like this cosmic world, cosmic world, in cosmic world, and what the sentence will join. But you didn't get find out that time also you didn't say because you don't know this about this, but your thinking is depends on your thinking. Like this is what I'm so learning here also now. Spiritual things, and also I'm so creating also creating mindset, and there is lots of things. So now I have one of the notebook in my bag, and after going to my home, I have to find out these are all these words like the spiritual material. Like after finishing these words, I'll set this and common things and living things, living words, living spiritual material. Like these are some of the things we need before. So we need not to we need not necessarily things for living now today. Also now everything is going to be sophisticated because of that. That's why, and how much money you are earning, all of these things increasing, price increasing, but we don't know and what is the reason of this increasing and what is the reason increase. But it will the increase, but I can understand the properly. I can understand very carefully. That's why I can understand very very carefully because of that sounds later. My mind also now can things like my mind also now want to be and great, and spiritual things will come to in my life. And the spiritual things will come that time also now will go. Because of that, also now, I want to be an artist. Also people say that I never understand to I never started understand to like they are so now what they are thinking. And education means we can see some of the things we can see, some of the things we cannot see, and which things we can see. This is called this imagination. And imagination time, what type of the words will come? Imagination. Like now, I'm so going to. I'm also going to beyond my mindset, beyond my thinking. I want to go beyond my my thinking. And that's why I didn't get find out. But here's that one thing. I noticed these things is, when I started to read the story by the story also. Now I also say to first you try to find out this keyword, and you make your own words in your mindset, but that and then you try to say these are words in English. But I also would say, and first any kind of story when I read when I read when I would read when I would read any kind of story, I try to think, and I started thinking, and now that also I use, and I would use my thinking, and my thinking now this, after reading I would set to my mindset, and first you say the story base of the things in the story, and what is the reason, and what is the happen, and what is the meaning of this story. Then after I would then I after I would think like this: how many characters are there in the story? How many characters in the story? Like there no I should say story means some of the story in the story. But preposition in preposition never ever say this in, where the in on it is very difficult. Very difficult and very complicated. The words you never can think, and some of the few words first you have to understand. But some of the simple way, then you have to correct. But here's one of the words I'm saying to you like this also. Now do mistake no matter, and few days later your mistake will be your experience, and mistake will be no matter. Is that it is not our mother tongue, it is not our mother tongue. We never, but everything also now if the we can listen to from the other people. If I would listen to from the other people, that would be very good. Because by the listening also, I would learn something and from them. But who will say? No, nobody can say. Nobody will say, because I always feel confusion. I always feel in confusion. Also now. With the confusion, so I'm learning, and so no matter. I always this confusion will go, but some this confusion will go out from my life. So now when I read something else, now I have to read something I have to make. So there's now today's video. So now I'm also now thinking this side of the words now, and the spiritual material, spiritual world, material world, and has another also now living word, living, and the spiritual world. In the spiritual world, who and how many people who are there so living in the spiritual world, and what is some of the people also now they are so living in this material world, material things also now they are so creating for the others person, and some people also they are so creating and living. So that's why I say there's so one thing is God is spiritual, and God things, God feelings is very important. That's by the God feelings and by the spiritual things, spiritual words, we can give shape our mindset. We can by the spiritual, because by the spiritual words. Now say these words, and so and after this material words, also we can with this material words, not the word, material words, we can give shape our workplace. We can give shape our work things. Like everyone so now we are working, you are also working. People they never will understand my words, because of what things by the what things you are earning money, but you never think that that's so I so I will say now what things you also writing something. Then I will give you some of the examples. But you also writing some the tom, and who made this tom, and what this is the tom, all these parts and all these activities. This is called this material world. And material world, you have any material like this? No, you don't have the material world, but have the other worlds. And okay, now when you will want to get when you will when you will want to make some material world, material world, that don't need the spiritual words. And otherwise, by the spiritual we can give shape our mindset, and mindset will build up. Because of that, we are going to create material words, and by the material words we can give shape our living life. So this is the formula of our life. We are so everything is going on the circle. So there's now and then I would say to myself now which are words is important for me. This type of words important, because of that. So now if I say these are words, and I would say, and first you find out this reason. Reason is this story, and you find out this key of the sentence, key of the words, and any types of stories has some important also some um, important rules. If you find out this, like this now, if I give some example now, all of you also know this is a story, and the tortoise and the hare, and like this rabbit, and this is the what happened. Ultimately, what happens? So now this is the story, and one of the stories moral is this: go slow. Go slow and steady. Go slow and steady. Like this also, I also say this: go slow but continuously. Go slow, of course. Never ever you see behind you. Never ever you see behind you. You start to go slow, but do your steady work. Like this in our life also now, everything also now depends on this our because of that now. When I was born, that time was not depends on my hands, and my things depends on my parents, and parents would run our mindset. That's also now, and we would have we would go our minds would work by them. That's also now we couldn't. But now this time, you have on your hands. You depends now on your hands, and why not you do? Why not you do? Like that time we have no any situation, good situation. We know, but no, that time was learning time. That time was learning time. That's why we never can things run by the learning. Hey, here's so many mistakes. Also now we did by the mistakes we learn, and many types of exhibition. We like this we had given, and like this like this also not we had to do we had to give many tests by the examination also in the school, in our parents, all our types of they also taken they have taken so many tests by the test now today. But and these are very terrible things now today. I'm so very interestingly I'm saying okay now so this type of words are coming in my mind. So in my mindset what is that happening in my mindset. I also don't know, and never ever also don't know. I also don't never ever think what is going on in my mindset, and how and why how and why it's wrong. It is developing all this time, and in this time when what I did before, and the many people said and what he's doing. So there's many things that will come out in our mindset. There is a mindset will work, and every time also you have to do some activities, but body movement, and now I'm so connected with some body movement, and by the body movement I'm sort of my confidence levels will go out, and my confidence will work. My confidence also now build up my confidence, my confidence, and growing up my confidence by the activities of some of the people also, and they're so observing. It is not my things are now. Yeah, again I said to you, these are words, and again these are what was my word was like that. So, these are things I said before. So this was like that, and what and why. What and why also we cannot think like that also like them. Our education before so, and argue, and totally you do and something so good, and like this one now before what I think before what I thought. My thought was like that. My thought was like that. My thought was like that. So now, as I said, there are three kinds of the material world and spiritual world, and like the and why. Like this, some of the motivation means also now this is the spiritual and motivation is prayer now. So say this, and some people get you give some motivation to you because of this in our good world. We cannot live like this. We cannot do good things for others people. But I can say. And now also now before and when I come here so in this place, then after going to my home, then I forget everything. Then when I finish my video, and then after I feel I all things will go out from my mind. And someday they also know when I started my video, and I associate some of the great people. They are also making some great person also in this hand, in their hands, so many things, and they also can things many things they can understand so many things by their understanding. Some people we are the people for the spiritual person, and in her no. And this was some kind of spiritual person there and now if I find out this kinds of the person and how many persons are there in our the spiritual and material and like this living spiritual and living like this market and they are in the place of all time we are going we are so weak but we don't understand. That's what I say. This was now education is not as powerful weapon is that thinking is the most powerful weapon in our life. So that's what I say regularly also now. You have to, now today I'm thinking that our way this way is going this way is going to my spiritual world. This way has taken to me another world also making something material world in my mindset. I don't know some of the things I don't know, also get find out this one thing and how it has it has made it is how it has made and why what the reason. I always find out this reason and what the matter and I also ask myself and because of that my work is art and by the art I can live by the art. I can give some message and I'm also creating some message for the people but they never want but something they think what I am thinking what I am doing and these are the terrible things by the things when I'll go to the another place, people there, they never will answer. Oh, and these things is very creative things, and by the creative things, he is learning. He is understands matter. That I'm so developing mindset, and there's if I do not come here in this place, if I do not make my video, I feel very boring after going through my home. But I didn't do nothing as well in this morning time, and each of my thoughts, but here there's some so today also I'll and say to you some of the important things. The preposition means also now I have to give some information for my students and what things I do. One thing is very important thing in my mind has now something also working and why not I give them like them and what I want to like I also notice one thing many people they will come and they will go but after going and you are also living for them but I said live for you and you make some of the words you are making and slowly I'm also making my words what words I don't know. That's what I think it's very comfortable and something will come. So, but by the art also when will you sit when when I sit down at the art place like this when I sit sit down at my in front of my art and what things I started thinking that I also many things works and how can I say how can I think so by the working time we couldn't understand that's why education is not the powerful weapon. Powerful weapon is that powerful weapon is not education. Thinking is your powerful weapon because of that and what things you are thinking what things you are believing yourself. This is a very interesting and I saw all times I would all time I would think like because one of the students she had come but and I didn't get money but this times very terrible things what is that happening but how can I but some people and two things are not happening now. One of the persons saw and he said give me and debt is very dangerous things. I never shall say do him like this and why not and this is the very things so now we never can think like this we never I don't know what things I want to say and two more and when I expect to the other schools or something then so giving to me some like this hard things weariness also now coming from them because of that I also can think also can do but what things if I can if I would have given to him some my painting, if they wouldn't give me my painting also, it would be not nothing. Because of that, what things I have given to him, but this paintings work for me. These paintings has work for me because of this. And if they don't give me my value and my price, it is not matter because of that. And if they fell down my paintings, it is not also no matter. But I have given something to him, and by the but what works and why and how many times I am also spending my time for some reason. Because of that, if I didn't get my time value, and if they didn't give me my value of the time, I also try to get some value of my time. And that's why then I feel very get hurt because of that answer given to the money time. Because of, if I would I try to give them some my idea, and my thing is wrong here that um, I am also thinking that what I'm thinking. That has so very many way, and I'm also thinking that other things are now coming in my mind, so now working and totally differently. I'm also thinking that find the people, but if I do this also if I give to the if I give to them my paintings, if I give them my paintings, and what would be if they wouldn't if they would not have given to this money and value, and it would be not my things, it would not happen nothing in my life. It is the like this situation never will work in my mindset. Because I would think so now which things I have given to, and already I have given to some signature, and they are also living. But here they are I'm thinking that one of the thinking, so when I was in my life, and totally I'm so feeling some of the like this, some of the feelings I'm so feeling, because of the God also now has given to me some power. And before my power was, I couldn't think nothing, I couldn't understand nothing. And because of the which place I would go here and there, I would see one of the phone side, and at that time my mind was not at work. And today I'm so thinking also I have something, I'm so creating something for the other people. I can go with my leave, I can go the another place. I want to go America, I want to go Delhi, I want to go Delhi, I want to go Mumbai. And after going to the Mumbai, and what things I can do, what things, and there's the many things also I can do, I can give some, but these are my feelings also, creating myself. And what would be, nothing would be. And that's why I'm so creating. Okay, now so I'm so feeling. So that's why in the art field, I'm so saying to you, my all artists, but you create something so good things by the good. And what the reason you try to do all time, you find out this reason and why the what. So if you want to like this sort of, you also can say yourself like this, what is the reason, and what would be. There also something also now very interesting, some interesting things you can say, like I want to be. And God feelings, and God also has given to me some power, and why not I'll do like this day, which day I have taken to, and something so negative. And okay, and this time was not as good for me. Because of that reason, that time I couldn't understand so nothing. And totally I'm so believing in myself, I'm so understanding myself. That's why I never think, I never I never want to do like this something else. No, yeah, no. And some people, as I said, some people feel the rain, others get wet, and some of the cow, and so many people are they are so working. But sometimes someday our mind, our mind work. Our mind wants to do another work. Our mind, well, like this, I don't know. And that's why I have to say some of the preposition word, and why the preposition means, I don't know. And you have to read like this. And if you read like this way, and you never will get find out these words. Because of that. And another situation will make with you, because of the in the space at the night time, at the night time, and so many people they also come. And so some boys or girls, they are so coming, they are so watch. Because of that, I never I never didn't take in front of their video. I never didn't take. So for that, and they will see, they will. But I say also they are also very harmful person in this world. But they think also and what I am doing and what they are also doing. That's in our surrounding life. So many negative people. They are so moving. They when the together people together and group people, they are never will understand. They always make fun. They never wanted to understand. Because of that, these are feelings of our social and psychology. I always and make questions of some of the things. If I like this, okay, now I live in these topics, then when the group people, they never will understand. So another alone people, they never can get some of the, and they never will understand. They never will understand, and another the alone things. But if I say some of the hard work, and now this is the one thing I remember. One of the persons who said yes, as my friend who said this is what he did, and he said, what do you have. What you had seen in the Calcutta? I said, why not you say you had gone with your parents' money, but the which day you will go on your money, then you will understand in a year how many days in a year. Like this, in a year, how many days? In a year, how many days? Then you will understand. But now you will never understand in a year how many days. Or you are living, you are living in your mother home. Like, so you are also living in your mother home. Bye bye. Goodbye, and have a nice day. And I'll say bye bye.